Batman.
Oh, you didn't tell me this was in English.
Yeah. Batman. I thought that was the racist way to say it. Batman. Batman. I wasn't going to even do Trailer Tuesday today because nothing really came out, but I've been getting all these emails from people, and I'll tell you what the trailer is in a little while, but here's the thing, y'all. Now, I can talk to you and Gert's Goodwin, but Martin, I'm not as much of a funny boy as you are. but
Are you sure?
But Martin, I'll get real funny for that Batman. And if I'm coming out and saying that I'm getting a little tired of Batman. We got a lot of Batman out there.
A little too much.
A little too much. And hey, I ain't talking about you, Ben. You done well, man. You didn't do nothing. I mean, people saying you fucked up Justice League, but I'm not mad at you. I actually like you.
Not his fault.
Not his fault. I actually support you, my man. But I will say, just for the whole Bat business, I'm getting a little bit exhausted. A little, as we say, oversaturated, man. Yep. Need a little bit of a Bat break right now. And someone came up and said, okay, we hear you, man, but just one more thing. What about this? How about Batman as a ninja?
No, out.
Yeah, and I said,
isn't he already a ninja?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's already kind of.
Batman Begins is all about him being a ninja.
Yeah, and the other thing is, well, that's kind of stupid anyway.
What if Superman were an alien?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Batman's already a ninja. Batman's already a detective. Batman's already crazy. So any of this shit that you want to do with Batman, that's kind of been covered. Oh, no, we ain't talking about no fake-ass whitewashed ninja right here. We talking about taking that shit back to Japan, make him a real samurai. And not only is he going to be out there doing that, but all the other people they got the same kind of theme, too. And I'm still not interested. And they're saying, well, fuck it, we did it already. So so deal with it. You're going to watch it. You're going to review it. So sit your ass down, watch this trailer, and let's just get this over with. And that is what they did here. They actually took Batman. They call it Batman Ninja, but not only is he a ninja, not only is he a samurai, but he's also an anime character, too. And a lot of people right now they're saying, Corey, man, stop talking so much shit and just watch it. Give it a fair chance. You might like it. You lose your mind over everything Batman anyway. You're going to do it with this. All right, well, we'll see about that. Let's go ahead and watch. Now, this is the latest. It's coming in 2018, the latest DC animated film that's going straight to video. A lot of people saying, though, with all the other DC animated movies, this one really stands out. I mean, yeah, you got the time period, you got the theme, you got the anime style, but there's a few other things that have people really excited. Let's go ahead and take a look at Batman Ninja.
ヒーローに人殺しはできねえ。だけど俺にはお前が殺せるんだよ。バットマン。
Oh, you didn't tell me this was in English.
Yeah. Batman. I thought that was the racist way to say it. Batman. Batman. Big ass waffle about to attack his ass. You know something? I will say this. Y'all did do something that I didn't think was possible. Y'all actually made the Joker look crazy than any Joker out there. Batman's like, whoa, shit. Back up, I'm just playing. I look at this and I really enjoy the look of it. A lot of people are complaining about the CG animation in this. Well, not a lot of people. It really isn't a lot. A lot of people are enjoying this trailer. There's a few people out there who were saying, though, I don't know, man, that CG look, it looks a little stiff, looks a little too CG. I actually like that about it because you have all these other DC animated movies that are out there, which I like. Mm-hmm. I think most of them are good. They're most of them hit rather than miss. But one of the things that's starting to happen with them is that they are starting to look kind of the same.
Yeah, I can see that. But the one great thing about it is that they're usually, because they are animated, you can have all these different stories going on. Prime example, when Suicide Squad came out, we all compared that to Assault on Arkham, which was a much better movie.
Yeah, and I don't mind it. I mean, when I say I'm tired of Batman, they're still doing things with Batman that I think is cool. I mean, they got that Gotham by Gaslight, which is a period piece itself. I bought that book years ago when the Batman craze was happening, and I was happy to see them finally make it into an animated film.
I mean to rid Gotham of the Ripper.
That's cool, and I like the story.
Sounds
but
like Bruce Greenwood again.
But that if you look at this, it looks just like the other Batman animated movies or DC animated movies that they have out there, the ones that go to video. Mm-hmm. I look at when I look at this, I think the benefit of having computer animation here is that instead of trying to look like an animated film, it's trying to look more like a comic book. You have all the cross-hatching that's in there. You have all the colors that mimic a comic book panel. I think that this is what they're doing here is a wise choice as far as differentiating this from other animated movies that DC has done.
Yeah, I mean, it looks cool, and I'm glad that they're trying out new techniques and new ways that, like you said, make it look more like a comic book. My biggest question is, what the hell year is this? Because there's a moment where he's being dragged by horses, then he pops through in a motorcycle. So it's like, yo, what part of Japan is this?
It's that steampunk trend that's happening right now. That's what it is. I mean, and anime has done that a lot. I watched a whole movie about people fighting with wooden robots. So it's
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was actually pretty badass. Big ass giant barrels that they were fighting in, and it was almost like watching like a wooden version of
Gundam?
Pacific Rim.
Okay.
Yeah, they had these dudes in there pulling cranks and shit. So looking at this, I'm not surprised. But Martin, what do you think about this, man?
Well, I think that as much as I've been burnt out on Batman, they found the thing I'm more burnt out on, which is anime versions of stuff.
Yeah, they do that. They are doing that a lot today.
Yeah, it's like, all right, enough already. I mean, the action looks cool, and it is the thing about the using the computer, the CG animation, is that they can just make detailed skins that have all the cross-hatching and then make those move around. I don't have a problem with that. It's just when I look at this, and all I see is a bunch of fight scenes. And it's like, yeah, anime's always been able to do cool fight scenes. It's to the point now where they're not even that impressive anymore.
Yeah,
it's like, that's just what you guys do.
I ain't gonna lie, I was looking at this, I'm like, this would be a cool ass fighting game.
Yeah.
If they came out with this.
Sure.
And it actually the animation looks like a video game.
I guess I'm just so used to seeing things like this, getting excited, and then watching them, and then story-wise, it just played out like nothing special.
Well, that's usually one of my favorite things about the DC animated movies are the fight scenes. Like Justice League Dark had a big thing with Zatanna at the end, was losing her shit. And I was like, oh my God, my hairs are standing up on my body. Like, oh, this is great. But yeah, it just feels like, all right, maybe just because it's done in this form, we've seen it done probably better. I mean, keep in mind we haven't seen this yet.
Yeah.
But it looks like, all right, I've seen a bunch of animes throughout the years that they've done a really great job with the action. So how is this going to differentiate itself from everything else?
Yeah, Gersh, you haven't said anything too much yet.
Yeah, this shit looks goofy to me. Now, it could be fun, and I'll give it this. It is something new. But yeah, I'm glad you mentioned a video game because I immediately thought of Soul Calibur as soon as this popped
Yeah,
up.
no, I was thinking of that too.
Yeah, and with the look, when it's not moving, like when I see the stills of it, I think it looks pretty great. But with the way the characters move, it has such a low frame rate that it just doesn't look that visually appealing to me either.
It's not as bad as the Killing Jokes frame rate.
No,
though.
it's not. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, no. And The Killing Joke was a traditional animated movie.
And it
2D
sucked.
I hate that movie, man.
Yeah.
I hate that. This does remind me, what was, speaking of the Batman craze at the time, what's going on with Batman right now reminds me of the time when I bought that book, Gotham by Gaslight, and there was another Batman book that took place in a computer. Do you remember this?
Oh, yeah. I know. I have a copy of that. Man, I wish I could tell you the title of it right off the bat. Because it's when computer graphics were new. Shit. What is that book called? I got it at home.
Yeah, I can't remember it. I'm trying to find it right now. But there was a... Back in the day, they'd say it's like this is the first computer generated comic, and it was
because there was one guy who kept doing these comics.
Yeah, and it looked like, really, when you got into it, it looked like shit, man.
I mean, there was great hype behind it, but once you got it, and you're like, all right, well, it's something different. And then once you read it, you're like, yeah, this story's the same
It was
thing.
a gimmick, man,
Yeah.
and really, I don't think this looks nearly as bad as that book did, but it is reminding me of like, okay, either you're doing cool Batman stories and cool Batman stuff and doing great things with the character, or you're finding new gimmicks to do with this character just to keep it going.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing about Batman is, I mean, obviously you want the action and everything, but you just need a really good story. Like, you can have subpar action, but as long as the story and the detective work and everything is interesting, people are going to be interested with it. But when it comes to, like, it just looks like animated, it's going to be all action, I can understand where people are really turned off by it.
I like when they take characters and do new things with them. That's a gimmick that I will fall for. Because if you look at the trailer, you'll see that they have all the, not only Batman, but they brought back, what they always say, the Rogues Gallery and all his sidekicks.
Sure, Catwoman.
They got Robin and Deathstroke and Catwoman in there, and they got the Penguin, the Poison Ivy, and another Robin. But it's kind of fun looking at these characters in this.
Why did they just throw Gorilla Grodd in there? Like, bro, that's not your dude. That's Flash's guy. Why are you here?
Well, that's why I said I'm not a funny book boy.
But they did something similar back. They did these shorts that they would show on Saturday mornings, like bumpers in between. And it was they strung together 3 or 4 of them to have something of a story, and it was pretty much this, just not as big and blown, but they were like 30 seconds or 1 minute shorts they did.
Did you like Afro Samurai?
Yeah, it was pretty. I liked the story and everything. I'm sorry, the action and everything. I didn't really keep up with the story.
Yeah, the director here, Takashi. What is his name? Okazaki?
Something like that.
Takashi Okazaki. Like this guy is pretty cool at doing mashups with different things. Like he's taking Batman and putting it in what looks like feudal Japan, but I don't know where it is. It's all some steampunk shit going on too, samurai culture. But like he just can't have a plain samurai.
Yeah.
He always got to combine it with something else. Like with Afro Samurai, he combined the samurai culture along with hip hop.
He's coming! Yo, Afro Samurai's coming!
So many times I had to sleep up on the book like I'm pulling out my sword.
Motherfucker! That's Samuel Jackson doing the voice. It was again sort of a steampunk but hip hop thing that he mashed together with samurais.
Okay.
So he made it work.
How many episodes?
Oh, because it was.
I want to say it had 2 seasons.
Did it even have that many?
I remember. I mean, don't correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, I want to say it was 2 seasons.
It was well received, man, when it came out. I'd seen
nobody was watching it.
But no, nobody
it was critically well received, but nobody was watching.
Even with all that ass right there, nobody was watching this, man. Yeah, but it was cool, man. I'm guilty of not watching the whole thing. I probably watched, the first season, and
I think the biggest detriment against it wasn't where it should have been. Like I want to say it was on either FX or USA or something like that. It should have been on like Adult Swim.
Should have been on Adult Swim.
It probably would have been more popular. But yeah,
look, I'm not gonna even say it was good. It was just weird.
Okay.
It was just kind of crazy.
Oh, the RZA.
Yeah, the RZA was doing the music. It's just
of course he was.
yeah, of course. So man, if he can bring sort of that sensibility to something like Batman, I want this guy to be successful with it too, because I really do like his art. I do like his approach to these properties. So hey, if he can make this something cool, then I'm down with it, man. I like I said, I'm not excited. I'm not excited. I mean, I would, even if it was Batman, like not doing this dumb shit right, I would not be excited because I got too much Batman. Like Batman summer. I just love that old racist way of saying Batman. Batman, no. Batman. You have a stutter? And hey, man. I want to support because when I first saw this Batman Ninja, I thought they were talking about Batman Ninja Turtles. I was like, we finally getting that adaptation right there. Now you want to see stupid?
No, I know that's stupid.
Yeah.
When it came out with that comic, I was like, okay, guys, just admit you've given up. You have no more ideas at this point.
Man, when Martin went home and took a shower with his clothes on.
I didn't care at that point. I'm like, yeah, of course you're doing this because this is the end.
No, I'm rooting for that movie. I think this is what the DC universe needs right now.
And when it hurt.
It wouldn't hurt.
That's true.
Yeah.
If the next Justice League movie, the Turtles showed up, would it hurt?
Not at all.
No.
Would it save it? Probably.
Well, in comics, they recently did a Justice League crossover with Power Rangers. So maybe they could do that.
Y'all are desperate as a motherfucker,
Exactly.
man.
What?
It sounds crazy as hell, but it could be dope enough to work.
Oh yeah, you know it's gonna be bad when they do like a Justice League Fat Albert crossover.
Oh shit!
Fat Albert.
Flash is atypical.
Hey, some justice today.
Fat Albert getting on a soapbox to lecture the Justice League.
Man, you didn't have to break his arm, Batman. I mean, it's cool. He's helping people, but did y'all have to tear up the city too?
Yeah, but then they sing a song to teach him.
Yeah.
Why'd y'all tear up that Jack in the Box? I'm hungry.
And then cut to a live action Bill Cosby.
How are they gonna talk to Batman after this?
Let me speak to Wonder Woman.
I tell you, I would not be surprised if the Justice League meets Scooby Doo at one point. Shit, I think me and you showed up in a Scooby Doo episode. Martin and Corey meet Scooby Doo.
They're on the Harlem Globetrotters episode.
Martin out running on that same background.
Running in and out of doors.
The monkeys are playing in the background.
Hey, do your Shaggy again, man.
Like, man, who the hell's that?
You walk in.
Trying to make a move on Daphne.
Can you say for me? Like, hey, Scoob, who's those Negroes?
No. Yeah, guys, go for it. Let's see what happens.
Episode, man. All right, this is the last question here, and I'm playing this because of maybe we'll put this on YouTube because people have been asking for it. But this is putting something that we talked about yesterday into more context. We are big friends from SoCal, Southern California. There's another Batman Ninja trailer that actually explains a little more about why Batman ends up in Japan. Yesterday we were watching the Batman Ninja trailer, and the first thing Gert saw it, he said, "That's stupid."
I didn't say stupid. I said goofy.
Nah, the same thing. The way you said it, your inflection. Let's go ahead and take a look. Let's take a look at the trailer and see if it makes more sense if we look at it, explaining why Batman is in Japan.
ジョーカー様だ。
ここはどこだ?
Okay, it is stupid. You know?
So he got teleported into Japan, and the Joker is on some god level
the
shit.
Joker
now.
time traveled them to Japan.
I was hoping they'd say Joker Sama in this. Lord Joker.
Joker crazy la motherfucker.
信じられんが、確かにここは中世日本。親方様の命令だ。この国の歴史を改変しようとしているのか。良いお手前で。
Is that Red Hood?
So was that the Red Hood back there?
Yeah, because it looked like the Bat family, because Robin and Nightwing were there.
Yeah, you know, we noticed that yesterday in the trailer that they had all the different Nightwing. There it is. You had the Nightwing Robin, Red Hood Robin. There's what's his name? Robin.
Damian.
Dick Drake. Yeah.
Tim Drake.
Tim yeah.
Dick Drake. It might be Damien.
Yeah, it's probably Damien.
さあどうする?
You know what? Besides the whole time travel thing, I kind of still like the concept. I mean, I like it that Batman's being brought back to a time where he doesn't have the technology that he's used to working with.
But they showed the Batmobile in the first trailer.
But you know what? He's he did some steampunk thing with that probably. Which, you know, he's a genius. He works with all, you know, he makes do with his environment because of his ingenuity, and I think that's a cool concept. Okay. I like the whole thing with I like the villains trying to rewrite history, all of them. And the Joker being the craziest one, where all the villains eventually, it looks like they had to team up with Batman.
Isn't that Samurai Jack? Like the main villain goes back in time to rewrite shit, so it fucks up the future.
The villain sends the hero into the future because he beat him in the present day.
But this is Batman.
Yeah. Okay. when does this come out? January 12th. I saw at the top it had a date when you paused it. It said Batman released and it said 12/01.
Okay, yeah, I was trying to see.
So January 12th, I'm assuming.
Okay. So, yeah, I see it up there. So yeah, all I heard was sometime in 2018.
Okay.
So is he a ninja or a samurai?
Yeah, because he looks like a samurai.
He looks way more like a samurai.
Why can't he be both?
He can't be both.
Yeah, that doesn't matter, man. He can't be both.
He's Batman. He's mastered every form of martial arts. Why he can't be a ninja and a samurai?
Exactly. Thank you,
But
man.
they're calling it ninja, and he's dressed as a samurai.
Yeah.
He can do both. Maybe he's a ninja in the beginning and then he's a samurai at the
It's
end.
the twist, Martin. Man, you come on.
They
Man.
gave the twist away in the trailer. Then.
Stop hating.
He's a salmon ninja.
These little minds.
A
man.
ninja ride.
Don't box Batman in, man. Let him do what he
Don't
do.
you assume his class?
Yeah. Thank you.
The movie title is telling you.
Yeah.
Not
Assuming
assuming
this movie.
Not assuming shit. I'm
Don't get
reading.
hung up on
What's
a title.
wrong with calling it Batman Samurai?
Don't get hung up on it. It's too long.
Because that'd be too close
Yeah.
to Afro Samurai, which
Yeah.
somebody worked on that as well.
And if you put both in, that's too long. Batman, Ninja, Samurai. It's too confusing, man. We're going with what we got
If we
right
call
here.
it Batman Samurai, people might realize how stupid this is. Let's call it Batman Ninja.
No, I'm not agreeing with that. I don't like that.
they had a movie called Super and nobody has superpowers. Like, I don't hear y'all grandstanding about that.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I'm
Let
with
it happen,
this.
Martin. Just let it happen.
Yeah, I'm with this.
Like rape? What are you talking about?
He's already got his judgment. Judging on 2 words. I'm down with this. I'm looking forward to make my proper judgment when I see the final product. Stupid ass shit. No.
It's gonna be something.
It's gonna be interesting if nothing else.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know about that.
no, Martin. We're not, but
Avengers will never happen.
Yeah, Avengers will never happen. We're not judgmental, Martin. We're gonna wait. Y'all, Martin's grumpy. It's late.
It's past midnight.
It's past midnight. Yeah,
You can't feed him now.
He's mad. Oh no, he's already turned into a gremlin.